25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25
What's good, everybody? Happy Monday. I hope everybody is having a good day today, y'all. My day is going good. Let me tell y'all something. Y'all don't know. Listen, y'all don't know. It took everything in me to come down here and do this review for the Real Housewives of Atlanta today. Because it's not that I don't love y'all. It's not that I don't love y'all. It was that I just didn't think that it was a good reunion. Not a good reunion. I don't think that part 3 was really good, right? Let me tell you, I have watched this reunion twice. And I watched it regular. Then I watched it on Peacock. They didn't really give nothing on Peacock. So I'm going to I took a couple of notes to try to put what was in that in here if I get to it. But it really wasn't that. But let me tell y'all, I ended up catching the episode 2 to Love and Marriage Huntsville. Child. I already did my review for the Love and Marriage Huntsville, but it ain't out yet. I gotta edit it, and editing take me a while, so it'll be here sometime tomorrow. But today we are here to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, episode 20, and the name of the episode is called Reunion Part 3. Okay, and it was real lackluster. It was real lackluster, but I'm gonna make the review. That's my job, right? The reunion was lackluster, but I'm going to make this review. I'm going to make it entertaining for y'all because there was some stuff that I saw. I don't know if y'all saw. Y'all don't be having y'all phones down. Y'all be trying to text and tweet while the reunion and stuff is on, and we can't do that, okay? Now, before we get started, let's see who in here, and then we're going to talk, okay? See, Patterson 22, what's good? He say, Lord, throw the whole cast away. Reunion could have been 30 minutes special. I didn't enjoy the reunion. I keep on telling y'all, I didn't enjoy the reunion, but I enjoyed seeing Shamea get wagged. But she wasn't all the way wrong. We're going to talk about it. Okay? Linda Marshall, what's good? Child's last post. It was. Renita Palm, what's good? Apologies are in order from GGR. What was you watching? Hot Dog Man and his baby mama was the messy ones. Hot Dog Man and his baby mama was messy. And so was Drew and her husband. Oh, Shamina and the apologies, baby. Get her up out of here, baby. Baby, she signed up for the wrong show. I don't think that this show is for Shamea. Okay, let me set the tone. I don't think that this show is for Shamea. Okay, Real Housewives of Atlanta is not for her. I really don't think that this is the platform for her. She shouldn't have been on the show. This not the platform. This not the platform for her. Okay. I think that Porsha having Dennis out there, she should have been embarrassed. Porsha should have been embarrassed to have Dennis come out there and sit next to her. And if I'm not mistaken, is this Dennis's first reunion? I don't ever remember. I know that she's been talking to him for a minute, but I don't remember him actually sitting behind her at a reunion before. And then we just not gonna hold Drew accountable? Are we just not gonna hold Drew accountable? Is that what we doing? Baby, I can't take it. I can't take it. There's Shamina and the apology. Charles was channeling Big Boy's mama. Did I get them helpers together? Oh, Drew was so disingenuous with that text to Porsha and making it seem like there was sufficient enough communication. But whatever, right, Lori? Lori, that picture is everything, boo. But yeah, she is. We made it on a Monday, right? We did. Pack up RHOA. Show us done and tied. The show is done and tied. Miss Lovely T, what's good? Coco, what's good, lady from Manhattan? Coco, Drew rested her hand on Kelly back at the end and said, I am blessed, child. Ate Kelly up. Baby, we gonna eat. Baby, we about to eat Kelly up. We gonna eat Kelly up. Because Kelly seemed like she done had too much to drink. Her flower is falling over. Did y'all see it? The flower was literally placed in the floor. The flower is supposed to be up. Baby, where is the breast tape? The flower is facing the floor. The flower is wilted. The flower is wilted. You gotta dress for your size, mama. You gotta dress for your size, baby. That dress that you got on supposed to be for Naomi Campbell or something like that, baby. That baby, the flower was barely holding on. The titties damn near came out. That's what I saw. The titties almost came out. Okay, so it's a 5-minute mark. What's good, y'all? Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate the love and support. I really, really do. I do. Okay. Now, again, we are here to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta, season 16, Sweet 16, episode 20, and the name of the episode is called Reunion Part 3. Okay? So the episode started up, Kaylee makeup was pretty. Alexa, what was you looking at? That would makeup look chalked on up on her. Alexa, what was you looking at? Maybe when the reunion started, but remember she asked for champagne in the first episode. You know, she was out there, so you know she was over there drinking.
Drunk, ho?
She was looking. I will say this: to be fair, her breast always coming out. Yes, her breast is always coming out, and something needs to be done about it. She don't dress for her size. She don't dress for her size. You can't be an it girl if you don't dress for your size, mama. Her breast always falling out. They got something for that. They got something for that. Okay, but I will say this: I'm not trying to dog the girl out. But I'm just saying her face, she looked like she was having, sometimes when you get full of that liquor and that liquor hits you real quick, you get to getting sweaty or whatever. And she looked real chalked up. That's what Kelly did. And I'm not trying to be, hard on her. I'm just saying she looked really chalked up. Okay. So when the episode ended on episode 2, Porsha and Shamea was getting into it. Okay. And Porsha had asked Shamea, why are you fighting with me? And Shamea said, why are you fighting with me? And Porsha said, because you're lying. And she said, you don't think that you've been lying too? You even brought up my mom. You even posted something about my mom. And she said, I sure did. And so Porsha posted something about Shamea mama doing something egregious to her mama. And Shamea said, why are you even talking about my mama? Shamea, because you brought it up. This is another whacking for Shamea. You brought it up. You was over there crying to Cynthia about your mama and Porsha mama. And y'all can say all y'all want to that Shamea, that Diane said, you got to watch the dog that carried a bone. Okay? She did say that you got to watch the dog that carried a bone.
Hey, you placed a further.
You got to watch the dog that carried the bone. You do got to watch the dog that carried the bone. But see, Shamea didn't see that before. She was already talking stuff about, she wanted to get revenge for herself because she was second best, right? She wanted to get revenge for herself because she was second best.
You still not that girl.
She wanted to get revenge for her mama because she wanted to get revenge for her mama. And so they wanted to come on this show and show them up. They wanted to come in the show and show them up. And so you brought it up when you was over there talking to Cynthia. And so Porsha was like, what you're not going to do is talk about my mama. So Andy was like, well, what happened? What happened? And so Porsha said that her mama both of their mamas on the daycare. And something had happened with the daycare. Well, I guess Miss Diane's daycare was failing. I don't know. I guess she was eating pepperoni pieces and wasn't really watching the kids. And the daycares was failing. And her business ended up getting foreclosed on. As soon as it got foreclosed on, Shamea mama went and bought the building and never told Miss Diane about it. And when they found out about it, they was driving by and seen that Shamea mama had her sign up. And so Shamea say, they wasn't talking years prior. And Porsha say, girl, that is another lie. And then Shamea, girl, Shamea talking about, I don't want to speak on it because it's really going to set it off. Girl, you giving Punk puss. Where is your fall through? You brought it up. She had already sent the text message out there. You should have came to the reunion ready. This is what I'm saying. This is not the show for you. This is the reunion talking about, hey, it's really going to set it off. Girl, set it off.
Bring it, bitch.
That's what you should have been telling Porsha. Bring it, bitch. Let's go. You done already told them that my mama done bought the building. She telling her side of the story. She telling her side. Am I wrong? This is not the show for Shamea. This ain't the show for Shamea. You got a heart. You on this show, you gotta be heartless. She talked about your mama. She said that your mama was egregious. She said that your mama, you scared of Porsha. That's what that is. Because you should have told Porsha.
Bring it, bitch.
Hey, bitch, let me tell you what your mama did to my mama. Let me tell you what Miss Diane did to Johnny Taylor. Okay? And she was like, you know, the issues with our mothers is real deep rooted, and the mama should have even never been brought up. But you brought it up. You whooping your own ass. You whooping your own ass because you're the one who brought it up. Or is Shamea want us to believe that Porsha brought it up? Well, the Porsha haters gonna believe that Porsha brought it up anyway, right? You pretty bitch can't even defend herself and her mama, right? I know y'all gonna let me defend my mama. Pretty bitch can't even defend her mama. Shamea brought it up. Shamea talked about the mamas first. Y'all wanna move the goalpost. See, Shamea didn't know that Diane said you gotta watch the dog that carried a bone. Shamea didn't know it. Shamea didn't know that when she was over there crying to Cynthia, it was the sins of her mother. You right, B. Spencer. It was the sins of the mother. Sins of the mother. Okay? Andy said it seems to be talk behind each other back. Porsha say, no. I didn't talk behind her back. She was talking behind my back. Okay? And she was like, no, we was talking behind each other back. You was talking about me to Britt. And Cynthia let me know, no, baby. She wasn't talking about you. Britt told Porsha what happened, and Porsha let it go. Porsha let it go. Porsha said that we had a beautiful friendship before the show, and when we started filming, Shamea took it left. Okay, and Andy is on Porsha's side, and Shamea did take it left. I mean, y'all don't like Porsha. I get it. Pretty bitch can't defend herself, but Shamea has showed her ass, and so Andy had asked her, "Girl, do that anything that you can take accountability for?" And she said, you know, I regret talking to these ladies about our friendship. I wish that we had somebody on my side because those were their feelings. But Shamea, you fell in again. No, she's not innocent, the real daughter. She's not innocent. We're gonna talk about she innocent with this. She's not innocent. Let me say this, the real daughter. She's not innocent, but she played her hand fearless. She played her hand splendidly, right? She already know what it's like to be on the show. So she sat back. She knew that Shamea was talking about her, and you can't find one thing that she said about Shamea. Every time the girls told her Shamea said something about her behind her back, she just started acting like she was hurt. Oh my gosh, Shamea said that. Oh my gosh, Shamea showed my text. She played her hand flawlessly. And we have to give her that. If she talked about it, it wasn't on camera. She played her hand flawlessly. Okay? Y'all think that Porsha dumb? Porsha ain't that dumb. Okay? Shamea said that she wished that she had somebody on her side. Shamea, it seems like everybody had your side because everybody was running back to tell Porsha, girl, you need to step it up in the friendship department. Everybody was going back and telling Porsha, girl, you wrong. That girl feeling like she your lap dog.
You placed her further.
You know? That girl feeling like she her lap dog. She don't feel like that you respect her. She don't feel like that you really respect her. She don't feel like that you there for her or that you show up for her. That's what they was doing. That's what they said. They had your back. Okay? But Shamea said, you know, that's how they felt. That wasn't how I felt. Okay? And then Drew said, when we went to lunch, me nor Angela ever asked Shamea anything about Porsha. It was almost as if she had a safe space and she needed to get it out. And she made us pinky swear that we wouldn't divulge this information. Okay? And I asked you, what type of whack-ass bitch is Shamea? What type of whack-ass bitch is Shamea? Shamea over here saying shit. She setting alliances, right? She's setting alliances. Then she pink and swearing to the girls when she saying shit, when she talking shit. She pinky swearing, please don't tell Porsha. I'm gonna pinky swear. And then yesterday she made a video apologizing to all of the women.
Get that bitch out of here.
Get this girl up out of here. This ain't the show for her. Get her out of here. I'm sorry. This ain't the show for her, girl. You on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, bitch. You supposed to be standing on big business. You're supposed to be standing on big. This the wrong show for you. This the wrong show for you. I don't give a fuck if you go back and tell Porsha what I said. Shout out the mother. Before I take something away from what I said, bitch, I'm gonna add on to it. And I'm not apologizing about a motherfucking thing. Please, Pinky swear you won't come tell Porsha. Pinky swear to me you won't tell Porsha. Girl, what? Girl, what? We got alliance. This is her first season on the show. She got alliances on the show. She pinky swearing. Girl, what? Get her out of here. This ain't the show for her. Pinky swear. Girl, what? I said what I said. I said what I said. And ain't nobody gonna put their hands on me. Ain't nobody gonna put their hands on me. Who? Okay? Andy told Porsha, it seems that you're more upset with the actions that Shamea did after the show. Porsha said that she went to her private friend group and she said that she told the private friend group that Porsha didn't want Shamea on the show. Girl, who cares if she wanted you on the show or not? Who cares if she wanted you on the show or not? Did she try to stop you from getting on the show? Porsha cannot hire nor fire when it comes to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You would have an argument if Porsha prevented you from getting on the show. Now, I will say this. I do remember either Candy or Kenya saying that Porsha didn't want Shamea on the show. And now Andy is saying that Porsha has always wanted her on the show, and she wanted her on the show to hold the peach. Both could be true, right? It's possible that Porsha didn't want Shamea on the show, but I'm not going to do nothing to prevent you from being on the show, right? Kind of like if you want your child, like if your daughter want to be a singer, right? Or your son want to be a football player, right? I don't want my son to grow up and have CTE, right? I don't want my son to grow up and have CTE, so I don't really want him to play football, but I'm not going to stop him from doing what he want to do, prevent him. You right what I'm saying? So that's what I think is going on, okay? My question for Shamea is this, right? If Porsha is your best friend and she didn't want you to be on the show, why would you still do it if you just care so much about Porsha's feelings, right? If Porsha was your good friend and she didn't want you on the show, why would you still do it? Because it's like you almost put your friendship at risk. See, you wanted you and Porsha to fall out. I do believe that Porsha didn't want her on the show. I definitely believe that. And you thought that with you coming on the show that you and Porsha was going to fall out, or you wanted to fall out with her. I do believe that. Okay? That's why she keep on saying the friendship is different since she got a peach. Shamea wants that to be the reality. The private friend group include Kenya and Candy? I don't know. Okay? Then Shamina, y'all have to listen to what was going on, baby. I was gagged, baby. Pay attention to what's going on. They got the argument back and forth. And then Porsha said that you around here telling people that we tried to sabotage your marriage. Did I try to sabotage your marriage? Okay. And Shamina said you and her and Phaedra, Porsha and Phaedra had the conversation saying that she was screwing Candy and Todd, and that could have ruined my engagement if he had believed it. It could have ruined my engagement. And Porsha said, girl, you played a part in that too. If she was like, no, I didn't say that you ruined my engagement. I said that if he believed that. And she said, no, girl, you would have played a part in that too, girl. I was kissing Candy in the club. You was kissing Candy in the club. Yes, baby. So there was some truth to what Phaedra was saying.
You nasty.
There was some truth into what Phaedra was saying. And the thing is, I remember Cadillac Kimberly saying a long time ago, baby. I remember Cadillac Kimberly saying a long time ago that she was talking to Phaedra, and she said that Phaedra told her that when Candy saw some meal, she said, baby, I got to get me some of that. This is before she married Todd, baby. Put a 9, 9 is my favorite number. Put a 9 in the chat if you remember Cadillac Kimberly saying it. Cadillac Kimberly said that Candy first saw Shamea. She said, I got to have me some of that. And Phaedra said, girl, you getting ready to get married. And she said, girl, I might be getting married, girl, but I ain't blind. Oh, yes. Thank you, Dak. Richie, I need to see some 9s in the chat. Do y'all remember Cadillac Kimberly saying that? Yes, baby. And so the thing is, you never heard it, but none. Oh, thank you, Miss Clara. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It don't mean that Shamina was sleeping with Candy. It don't mean that she was sleeping with Candy, but they had a kiss in the club. But they had a kiss in the club. And what I'm saying is this. I want y'all to consider this before y'all call Porsha a bad friend. Phaedra and Candy was already talking about what Candy was doing with Shamina before. So this is my thing. This is my thing that I want y'all to see. Shamina, you played your hand wrong. Shamina played her hand wrong. You wanted to get into the mess so bad that you tried to go at Phaedra season 9. And you drew first blood with you drew first blood with Phaedra. You started it with Phaedra. You threw the first dig at Phaedra, and now Phaedra responded, and now we got to worry about your engagement. Right? Now we got to worry about your engagement now because you threw you drew first blood at Phaedra. She responded, and now we got to worry about your No. You probably wasn't having threesomes, but you and Candy was bulldagging together. Y'all was bulldagging together. And you played because when somebody got dirt on you, you're not supposed to say nothing. If you knew that when somebody got dirt on you, you're supposed to keep your mouth closed. If it's ever a bitch on YouTube reading me and you ain't seen me, I don't really get on mess on YouTube. But if you ever saw me in person and somebody was talking to me and I ain't never said nothing back to them, they probably got some dirt on me that I don't want out there. You get what I'm saying? When somebody got dirt on you, you got to be quiet. But see, Candy is messy. See, you didn't know that Candy and Phaedra was talking about you and what y'all had going down there in the dungeon. You didn't know that Phaedra knew what was going down there in the dungeon over there before, that she was over there talking about you behind your back. You didn't know that. You should have kept your mouth closed, and it wouldn't have been brought up. It wouldn't have been brought up. Okay? What's good at Kingsley? Didn't Candy say that they cast tastes like? She said that. Didn't Candy say that Candy said that herself tastes like sugar? That's because she was putting Pop Rocks in it. It ain't because it was naturally like that, or she a phenomenal woman phenomenally. That's because she was putting Pop Rocks and all kind of sugar and all kind of yeast in that puss. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He said, "Are Candy a both of them, Porsha and Shamina's box?" No. They said that Porsha is the one who told Candy that she wanted to eat her pussy till she came. And that ain't no, baby, if these girls around here eating pussy till they come, baby, them some real bull daggers right there. Them some real dykes that they eating you till you come. You know, lipstick last men probably, kiss the pussy a little bit, probably lick it 1 or 2 times. They eat it till they come. Them some real dykes, baby. Them some real dykes. Them ain't no DL bull daggers. Them some real dykes. They over there eating like men, baby. Eating until she came, baby. What if she never come? Okay. Then we got Kelly. Andy asked Kelly how does she feel about the relationship with Porsha and Shamina. Why are we asking this drunk?
Drunk hoe.
Okay. And so she telling her, see, Shamina still not being. Shamina is talking about Porsha. I don't care what y'all say. Shamina is talking about Porsha like a dog behind the scenes because Kelly said, "This is your moment. I want you to tell her how you really feel." And I'm like, girl, why is she saying, tell her how you really feel? And you sitting up here telling her how you feel. And they like, girl, no, tell her how you really feel. What is she saying to these girls behind their back? Put a 7 in the chat if y'all understand what I'm saying. She's supposed to be saying everything that she want to say, but she ain't really saying it. Kelly is drunk ass. No, tell her how you really feel. She drunk. Thank you, Laura B. I know I'm not alone. Shamina is really saying some stuff about Porsha and Miss Diane over there. Yes, she is. Tell her how you really feel. Right, shut up, Kelly. Put the liquor down. Tell her how you really feel. I'm like, my God, what is she saying? What is she around now saying? Okay. Then we get to Shamina. Shamina said, I wasn't trying to sabotage Porsha on this show. I came on this show. I wasn't trying to sabotage Porsha, girl.
You did.
You did. I truly believe that Shamina came on this show and she used her friendship with Porsha to get a piece and used it as a storyline. And she was talking shit about Porsha behind the scenes, and she didn't think that the girls would go and bring it back to Porsha. I truly do believe that. I truly do believe that. Okay. Then they talk about Porsha. Shamina says, I told Porsha what Britt did and she still hung out. What's good, Only Danielle? I ain't seen you in a minute. What's good, my nigga? Porsha says that Shamina said that she told Porsha what Britt did. What did she do? What did she do that you told her about? Talking about Shiloh? She wasn't talking about Shiloh, baby. She was talking about your parenting. She wasn't talking about Shiloh. She was talking about you as a mother. You as a mother. Your child was at home. Your child was sick.
Your child is broken.
The AC was broken on your child, and your child was over there cold. Baby, your mama said, girl, if it was, baby, you were supposed to get on the plane, baby. Your mama, Johnny Taylor, got her drunk ass on that FaceTime and said, Shamina, it felt like the North Pole up here. Put a 6 in the chat if you remember her saying that. Baby, Johnny Taylor got her drunk ass on the line and said, Shamina, it felt like the North Pole up here when I came up here. Shiloh was in here cold. It felt like the North Pole. And girl, where did you go? To Miami where it was hot. You went to Miami where it was hot, bitch. She said, I'm not going home and freezing with Shiloh, baby. I'm about to be over here popping bottles with my girlfriends. She said, baby, it felt like the North Pole, baby. She said, I'm going where it's hot at, baby. I ain't freezing to death. Thank you, Miss Powell. Thank you, Lyrics Mom. Thank you, Miss Clara. Nikki B. Thank you, Real Dog. Thank y'all. Yes. Yes. Yeah, she did. She said, baby, I'm not going home where it's cold, baby. Shamina and 6 and Shamina proceeded to twerk, yes, popping bottles, baby. And she was over there taking shots with Kelly, getting her body temperature high. She didn't want to go to the North Pole. Okay? And so I guess she wanted Porsha not to talk to Britt. Okay? Kelly said that she think that the friendship with Britt and Porsha was very calculated. That that she was that Britt is not really Porsha friend, and she could really care less about you. But neither was your friendship with her either. Neither was your friendship with Britt either. You little hobby. Your friendship was calculated too, because y'all had an alliance. You little hobby. Who cares about what you think you learned? Andy, quit asking her questions. Quit asking her questions, because we don't give a damn what about the drunk hobby got to say. Thank you for the super chat, Cameron. He said, you mean to tell me Shamina ain't the one go? No, she's mine. She's no one. That's what she is. She's no one. She was always second best. Her mama was second best. Girl, please. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. Thank you for the super chat, Cameron. I appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat, Jerry. He said her special needs child needed her while she was getting drunk with alcoholic Kelly. Oh my God, Jerry. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Okay. Porsha said that I don't feel comfortable in my friendship with Shamina. Baby, these girls know how to weapon. They show how to turn into a black Karen, don't they? She said, I don't feel comfortable in my friendship with Shamina. I'm only human and I can only take so much. And I have nothing to offer this right now. Jeff Jacqueline Modahavi got too much airtime this episode. Okay? Shamina said that, it was times that I didn't have the bandwidth. And I still showed up for Porsha. But did you show up for Shiloh when she needed you? When Shiloh was in the North Pole and she needed you, did you show up for her? You went to Miami. You went to Miami and she needed you.
Your child is broken.
She needed you. Okay? Then we got Cynthia, child. I'm so motherfucking sick of I'm so sick of Cynthia opening her mouth. Cynthia sitting up there talking about some. And the thing is with Cynthia, I feel like it's becoming too fake now. Right? I feel like it's becoming she trying to be too goddamn. Ain't nobody that goddamn positive. She up there talking about some, y'all, please don't let this friendship fall apart.
Shut up! Shut up!
Girl, shut up, girl. I done had enough of your goddamn mouth. Please don't let this friendship fall apart. Girl, shut up. Shit. Over there showing text messages from Kenya. Shut up. JMFB say, Cynthia's grandma, to get her up out of here. She's too positive. You know what I'm saying? I just want Cynthia to tell somebody, I'll go whoop that bitch if I was you. Right? I want that type of Andy. Don't give me no good advice all the time. First, you know, sometimes give me, you know what I'm saying? Give me both parts. Give me two sides of a coin sometimes. Don't be so positive with me. Sometimes when I come to my auntie, I need to know that you got my back for some ratchet shit. Go whoop that hoe. You know what I'm saying? If somebody goes too far with me, I don't always want to I don't always want to when they go live, we go high. I want to go low too sometimes. Shit. I want to go low too sometimes. Shit. I don't want everything to be up above. I don't want to fly above like Candy. Candy talking about she fly above when she be down below. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, and then Andy, y'all falling for the shit. Y'all falling for the shit, right? Because Andy said to my Shamina, I just feel like when you feel a certain type of way, you need to vocalize it. Girl, that girl know what she doing. That girl, in her 40s, that girl know what she doing. That's what happened with her in Phaedra. She wasn't vocal, but she was goddamn too vocal when it came to Porsha. She was telling everybody but Porsha. She was too goddamn vocal. Don't try to make it seem like she got a problem speaking up. She got a problem speaking up to Porsha. Over here making fun of people's noses and stuff. I'm just saying, she over here making fun of people's noses and stuff, and they have to go open shallow ears. Girl, I'm telling you, and I'm not, listen, I'm not trying to shake the baby. Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying, girl, if I'm Angela sitting over there on that couch, girl, please. You talking about my 99 nose and they had to go open up your baby ears? You messing with the wrong bitch. You messing with the wrong bitch. Girl, who? I'm just saying, can we talk? Put a 3 in the chat if you feel me. Girl, she had to get a surgery to open her ears and you talk, girl, not me. Not me. Girl, shit. Y'all way better than me. On national TV too? Girl, y'all would have canceled me. I promise to God, y'all would have canceled me. Baby, she would have said she would have said Charlotte had surgery to open up her ears. Girl, Andy would have been like, boy, why you making that face? I know you fucking lying. Shit, the ears wasn't born open, girl, and you sitting up here talking about my nose? Girl, girl, y'all way better than me. I'm over here sweating and shit. Girl, please. Girl, please. I just couldn't imagine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't that saved. Baby. Thank you for the inform. Thank you for the super chat to inform. You say, like, I'm just being real. I would have took it there. Who? Shit, we already got K. Michelle joining the show. Let's go. Thank you for the super chat, Mrs. D. Green. She said, we're too grown for Ratchet Boy. It's nice, nasty as we get older. But see, that's what I'm talking about, Miss D. Green. I just want to get nasty. You know what I'm saying? I told y'all I was gonna make this review. But I'm just saying though. And I don't think that, can we have real talk too though, since we added Mrs. D. Green? I don't think I'm grown enough I don't think that I could do reality TV. I think that I'll be good on reality TV, but the reunion, y'all gonna have to sit me off stage like OG. I'm OG when it comes to the reunions. Put me off stage because I could be a little passive aggressive sometimes. I've been an accident. I couldn't imagine arguing with a bitch because you know these girls are sitting right next to each other, right? If Kelly would have told me I ain't paid for nothing, and I know I done paid for it, I probably accidentally elbowed her in her neck. She would have thought she was still at home in the closet. I would have accidentally elbowed that bitch in her neck. Girl, talking about I ain't paid for nothing. And the thing is, girl, you said it to my face. You get what I'm saying? Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I'm a little passive aggressive. Okay? So we get the Drew package. Drew said the kids are in therapy. Drew, I don't believe you. I don't believe Drew. Okay? She said that they said that Ralph tweeted about her mama. Ralph said that her mama needed to watch her mouth. She said, because when your daddy died, I helped her out that pit she fell in. She spent up all the daddy hard-earned money and said that he said that he helped her out that pit she fell in. And she talking about my mama had an anxiety attack and went to the mall. She went to go buy you a Judith Lieber bag when your daddy died. Okay? Then they brought up, and see, Drew is a horrible liar. Yeah, right. I want to know how much money. I want to know how much money. Good boy, have you listened to Ralph's new song? I wish I would. I wish I would. I don't fuck around. Hell no, I didn't listen to it. Okay? Then they brought up Drew and Ralph cooking and how she was eating out of his hands. And she was like, oh, we was just co-parenting, girl. The lies, girl. The lies. Okay? She said that Ralph had a woman at the house, that they live in a gated community, and they had to let the woman in. She saw the woman name. She looked her up on IG, and she saw her at Sanaya school. And the woman had some questions about her.
Girl.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Listen, y'all don't like Porsha so much, y'all can't tell when y'all being lied to. The thing with Drew is her lies be so fantastical. Out of every bitch in Atlanta, right? It was a woman that came to your house. You looked her up on IG. So by her government name, you was able to find her Instagram by her government name. Not only did you find her government name, did you get her government from her government name, you went and found her Instagram. So not only did you do that, because I could see if the name was Porsha for real, and you could just put Porsha in and you could find her, right? But now you done took her to school and she was a Naya classmate. Drew be telling these fantastical lies, y'all. Come on, y'all. Put a 3 in the chat. It's just so fantastical. And she just so happened to be at a Naya school? Girl. Rob just say, I saw that movie before. Right. Girl, this shit's so fantastical. I'm just sitting up here like the TV just frowning. Girl, like, girl, what are you talking about? Don't sleep on Drew because she's a researcher. Like now, Mary James, I'm a researcher too. But I'm gonna find that thing. But I'm just telling you, Mary James, baby, the woman ain't at the school with Anaya. The woman ain't at the school with Anaya, and she damn sure ain't asked her if you Drew Fedora. She damn sure ain't asked if she Drew Fedora. Come on now. Come on now. Then Andy, somebody from Tavares from Midland, Texas, gonna sit up there and say, you know, the women had so much compassion for Porsha when she was going through a divorce, but it was no compassion for Drew when she was going through her divorce outside of Angela. Tavares, we've been watching this since her first season on the show. She's been going back and forth with Ralph. And at this point, baby,
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. This has been going on since 2020. It's 2025. I'm tired of it. She's been supposed to be divorced him since he was all over in Tampa, and we're tired of it. Can't nobody, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Okay? So then Kelly got her drunk ass. I guess they kept on showing Kelly because she was drunk and she was spilling the liquor. Okay? How it go? How the song go? I got that gin in my system. I guess she had the gin in her system. Kelly is over here drunk, baby. Kelly saying, Drew, I was hoping that we could have hit it off a little bit more. And it kind of happened towards the end of the season. Girl, shut the fuck up.
Bitch, you're lying.
Girl, shut the fuck up. Girl, you had a whole, this is what I'm talking about. You had a whole alliance, girl. You didn't start being nice to Drew until your alliance fell apart, girl. Until y'all got caught, until y'all didn't messing with Brit no more, girl. It sound good, girl. And girl, you had a whole alliance, girl. You was not trying to get to know her. Did you see Angela over there shaking her head like, girl, no, baby, that Angela, baby, I love that girl. Baby, that Angela, I love Angela. Angela was looking at Drew like, bitch, don't do it, bitch. Don't you buy it. Okay. Drew said, girl, that sound good. But you didn't give me a chance, girl. You don't even know me. You was looking for a moment. She said, I never needed a moment, girl. You needed a moment. Anytime you get on national TV and tell the people what you told them, wink, wink, you looking for a moment and you looking for sympathy. Because I would have took that to my grave, baby. Gotta took that to my. I guess I don't know. Okay. She said, Drew, you know why I want to know you said that? Why I said that, Drew? Because you came to my Balmain event and you didn't purchase anything. Drew said, no, that's not true. I purchased multiple things. She said, I didn't buy it that day because they didn't have my size. And I remember Drew even posted the receipt earlier this season, right? So she did buy it. She bought a blazer for her son. She ended up buying a blazer for her son and she bought it, okay? And so it didn't show up. Remember, Kelly was raising money for osteogenesis imperfecta. And because of the way that Drew bought it, the proceeds did not go to the osteogenesis imperfecta foundation that she was raising money for, right? And Kelly should have said, and Drew said to Kelly, you should have said that because I could have made a donation. And Kelly was like, that's what I was saying. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You think you that girl and you was trying to clown her for not purchasing anything. And you thought that you had the books that she didn't purchase anything, but she actually did. But you should have made sure because she told you that she purchased anything. And Drew way better than me because I wouldn't have made a motherfucking donation to no osteogenesis imperfecta. Girl, my motherfucking child ain't got it. And you sitting over here trying to climb me. I birthed my babies and CPS ain't come. Girl, I'm telling you, girl, the thing is, don't try to clown me. Cause she was trying, that's what I'm saying, is what I'm saying. Cause you trying to clown me and you trying to play on my top. You understand what I'm saying? I won't just take it there on no little shit, but you trying to dig it in, girl. You know what I'm saying? You ain't purchased nothing. I said I purchased something. You trying to know you did, trying to make me over here look broke. You could have sent me a text message behind the scenes and say, girl, you didn't purchase it. They don't show you purchased something. Are you having money problems? I could have saved you $50 on camera so you could at least buy a keychain. You know what I'm saying? She trying to, girl, no, not me. Not me. I'm just saying, not me. Not me. That's why I stay in the house. That's why I stay in the house. Because I've been and got the windmill with somebody. Girl, don't play on my face like that. I'm sorry. Thank you for the super chat, Q. He say, dang, no notification. I don't even know my face. Oh, thank you. Did you see Andy cut Kelly off? He could care less. And did you see Drew pat the drunk on her back? Get him, Drew. I almost want her to come back. Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, I seen that. I seen him. Listen, when she looked around over there at Q, when she told Drew that about her baby daddy being there, I said, oh, like Mauricio, oh, okay. They asked Drew, was she Michael Jordan's cousin? She said it was a joke. Drew, it wasn't a joke. Drew, it wasn't a joke. You wasn't joking. You didn't know that. See, you didn't know that. You didn't do your research. You didn't know that Angela's husband was best friends with Michael Jordan. And that Angela had access to the Jordans. And she went and asked Marcus. And Marcus said, no, it wasn't a joke, Janae. It wasn't a joke, Janae. It wasn't a joke. She was trying to get away from that. See, she think that Michael Jordan is a billionaire. Marcus is a young black billionaire that just got out of rehab. And she didn't think that nobody in the circle would have access to them to ask them. She would be able to get away with it because we still don't know if she was really over there dating LeBron or not. Like she told the people that she was over there dating LeBron. Because if I was dating LeBron, girl, I would need therapy if I was dating LeBron and let that bad get away. Y'all think it was a joke? It wasn't a joke. She didn't laugh. They asked her, was she serious? And she said, yeah. They asked her, it was. I immediately knew she was joking. Janae, you knew that she was joking because you knew it wasn't true. You knew she was, no, y'all need to know the difference between a joke and a lie. You need to know the difference. She just has a drier sense. Jessica Cheyenne, you know what I call that? A liar. She's a liar. She's a liar. Okay? They say, Shamea, how come they say that Shamea twisted the words regarding Pilar? Okay? Now, I'm with Shamea on this. I think that it was shady. Right? I think that it was shady. I think that Drew and Porsha was beefing. It shouldn't have been no jokes about Pilar. Point blank, period. Right? Porsha said the way she heard it had been said, it didn't piss her off Shamea said she meant it shady. It was shady. It was nice, nasty shady. She was only gonna go so far, right? And Shamina said, I guess I should mind my business. She said, yeah, you should moving forward. That would probably be a good idea. I think that it was shady, and I'm standing on that. Did y'all think it was shady? Y'all think it was shady? She was being funny, Gina. She was being funny. So being funny is shady, right? I thought it was shady. If we beefing it with me, don't say nothing about my child. She was shady about PJ. Yeah, she was shady about PJ. It was shady. It was shady. Yeah, it was shady. But Shamea did add more to it. It was there. All right, Ella, I could accept that Shamea added more to it. I already know that PJ College is paid for it. They selling hot dogs like that. The hot dog fun, but they said that he got deep fried Oreos over there too, though. So I don't know. Okay, I thought they were shady, and you don't joke about my kid because I believe that Eva the diva was being shady too when she said that Polo I look like Dennis with a bow. That was being shady too. Mm-hmm. Okay. They ended up asking Drew. Thank you for the super chat. He said, "Good boy has me teary-eyed at this commentary." Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Here you go, good boy, with the kids. I'm not doing nothing. What am I doing with the kids? What am I doing with the kids? I'm just saying because Porsha even went over there and told Shamea, girl, I heard that you was over here making put a 5 in the chat if you remember. Porsha went over there and warned Shamea. It's people like Gabor in the world, baby. I heard that you over here making physical digs. She went and warned her. Girl, bring me the stroller. I got a Michael Jackson nose. Girl, bring me that stroller over here. Bring me that stroller over here so we can see what's going on. Did she warn her? It's people like me. It's people like me in the world. That's how I was raised. I'm telling you, baby. I done seen it before. Girl, kids are off limits for you, Creole. I don't listen. My sister on my daddy's side got a special needs baby, and they come for her baby all the time. Don't tell me kids are off limits. I done seen it happen, baby. Okay. They asked about dinner with Ralph. Porsha going to dinner with Ralph, and they asked about Porsha showing up to dinner with Ralph, and Porsha said, "Look, Drew, I can't keep up with your lies. You always lying about Ralph. I can't keep up with the lie." And she was like, "Use your brain, girl." Porsha, she kind of ate you up with that. Use your brain. She ate you up with that. Use your brain. Did you not hear? Or you didn't have a comeback that was that quick? That don't make it right, good boy. Listen, I'm just saying though. Listen, Dee Marie, you have to understand. Let me tell you something, Dee Marie. Angela had deep-rooted issues with her nose. You know how she didn't want to bring up Porsha Mama because it was deep-rooted and deep-seated? Angela had deep-rooted issues with her nose, so much so that she went and got it cut off and got another one put on there in 2017. It's deep-rooted. So when you making a personal dig like that, come on, baby, let's go. I done had a problem with my nose so much so I got the doctor to cut it off and put another one on there. And you talking about it? Okay. Then they told Shamea, girl, why did you send a Porsche to meet with Ralph? Girl, that's lapdog behavior.
You placed her further.
And so she was like, girl, she called me a lapdog all season, baby. And did you hear Angela quote Candace, baby? She said,
So let it go.
But that's
it's like, child, let it go, girl. Child, let it go. Girl, you got to stop doing yourself like that. She keep on calling yourself lapdog. And she was like, no, I'm just saying, I was just having her back. Just like you have somebody, just like you have Drew back. And she was like, no, baby, I'm too big to sit on anybody lap. I'm not sitting on nobody lap, okay? Then Andy asked Drew, you know what I'm saying? They said that you was dagging with Ty, that you was flirting with Ty. You were sending text messages. Her ex said that you was sending her text messages, flirting with her, and y'all talk about around 3,000 minutes a month. And she said, well, we are remaining friends. And then they was like, well, what about Black? What's going on with you and Black? She said, Black is just her friend. They got the #1 hookah company in the world. And this is the thing with Kelly that we gotta see. This is the thing with Kelly. Kelly, you gotta watch a bitch like Kelly. You gotta watch a bitch like Kelly. When I don't watch Kelly about, I could count about 5 times this season. Kelly done threw a dig at Porsha, and once after that second dig, girl, you ain't playing with me no more. And about the this is about the 4th time she did it at this reunion. Porsha, this girl ain't playing with you. Porsha, this girl ain't playing with you. So Drew got up and gave hookah. And you know, I don't really know nothing about hookah, but they say that hookah is flavor, right? So as she was passing out the hookah, put a 6 in the chat if you caught it. Put a 6 in the chat if you caught it. And baby, we would have took it. We would have been fighting on that show. Baby, she told Porsha, this one for you is wedding cake. Did y'all put a 5 in the chat if you heard it? Put your phones down and pay attention to what's going on the TV. It was a wedding cake flavored hookah, and she told Porsha, this one for you is a wedding cake. I say, wow, baby Porsha, you seen it? You heard it, Dina? Oh yes, yes. Dina, the 6 man, you didn't see it, baby. When people keep on playing with you, oh no, it wasn't Drew Rose energy. It was Kelly. It was Kelly. Did you hear her say, girl, when somebody keep on playing with you, I'm not about to keep on being an ass for no joke. I'm not about to keep on, listen, let me tell y'all park puss. Y'all ain't nothing like me, bitch. Y'all ain't nothing like me, girl. I'm not about to keep on being no ass for no joke. I can't keep on being an ass for no joke. You didn't know this, sir? Mary say she heard it. Y'all didn't, you caught it? Yes, see, baby, because I would have told her, yeah, girl, I'm about to eat this wedding cake and go and take a nap. Can you find me a closet? Yes, bitch, let's go. Let's go. If we going now, let's go. Let's get the pillows and the blankets and go lay in the closet.
Don't do me.
Don't do me. Don't do me. I'm about to take Pilar and we about to go play bumper cars. Can yours come? I'm talking about the last 3. Oh, girl, don't do me.
Don't do me.
I'm about to keep on being the ass for no jokes. I'm not about to keep on being the ass for no jokes. Girl, because you ain't playing with me no more. She been coming at Porsha all season. I'm about to take Pilar to Jumping Worlds. Can yours come? Girl, please. Osteoporosis? Girl, y'all punk puss. Let me tell you something. You gotta back a bitch up off you. And if you would have told her that, she wouldn't have made no more jokes about you. It would have been I'm telling you right now, once you said that, I guarantee you she wouldn't have made no more jokes about you. Y'all punk puss. I'm gonna get a bitch up off me. I'm gonna get a bitch up off me, girl. They say milk, Coco say drink milk. They say it builds strong bones. Shit. No, see, GGR, you too sweet. You talk about the pancakes. You talking about pancakes, girl. I'm gonna dig. I'm gonna dig. Who? The pancakes and stuff, she gonna feel like she can still play with you. No. I'm gonna dig. Shit. She won't fuck with you no more once I got through with her. Right, because ain't nothing funny no more. You have to show when they come. You have to show that when they come, you coming back. Yeah. Jean say, "Good boy, relax, calm down. I'm calm. No more. Ooh. Okay. And so Andy said, "Girl, Drew, if you dating someone, why didn't you just come clean instead of making it seem like that you wanted the hot dog man?" So are we gonna act like Drew wasn't insinuating that her and Dennis had something going on, or her and Dennis had more than what they had more than what they was she? Are we gonna act like Drew wasn't insinuating that there was more to what her and Dennis had going on? Because that was her storyline. That was her storyline until Porsha punked her. Porsha punked her, baby. Porsha told her, and I quote,
You fucking with the wrong one.
That's what she told her. You fucking with the wrong one. And Porsha didn't play with Drew didn't play with the girl no more. That was the moment she knew. I gotta find me another storyline. Let me go and use Ralph. Porsha told her, baby, she was playing that game with Porsha and Ralph. And Porsha told her episode 1.
Fucking with the wrong one.
Fucking with the wrong one. That's what she told her. Okay? Thank you for the super chat, Rodney the Voice. He said, hey, good boy, I'm babysitting my nieces, so I missed most of what you said, but I can't wait for Nana's Chicken and Waffles to wear peach juice out next season. Team Kelly, is she gonna wear her out? Is she gonna wear her out? Porsha, unblock me. I could get up off you. Thank you for the super chat, Rodney. I appreciate it. Okay. Did you hear Drew, baby? Drew say, you know, I don't want Dennis. I got a type. I mean, you seen Ralph, you know, Dennis ain't really it. And Porsche say, well, Black ain't all that either. Okay. Now, this is where the girls get to do stuff that men don't get to do. Okay. Andy asked Drew, would you bring a man on the show if you was dating him? And Porsha said, or a girlfriend. And when because she was saying yeah to the man. And when Porsha said girlfriend, Drew said, no. So I guess Drew is kind of DL. Or I guess Drew can bulldog, but Pastor will have a fit if the congregation knew that she was bulldogging on TV. So she DL. Did y'all catch that?
I don't know if you caught that tea.
Did y'all catch that? She basically said, oh, no, baby, I won't be bringing a woman on the show. I'll bring another man on the show, but I ain't bringing a woman on the pastor. And pastor don't want her bulldog in the congregation to know that she over there messing with other women. Yeah, she fluid. Pastor should know by now. Pastor should know by now, but the congregation don't know. Thank you for the super chat, Q. He say Porsha got the nerve to talk about Drew's roster. You let Florida Esther Roll climb your back, girl. Stop playing with me, baby. Okay, yes she did. Okay. And then did you hear Porsha? Porsha say, baby, this is good pussy bitch calls, baby, good pussy bitch balls, baby. Porsha say, yes, girl, if I had a woman, baby, I would bring her and she'll be sitting behind me and Dennis. Baby, she said she got Dennis wrapped around her finger. Dennis gonna be sitting behind me, even if I go get Brittany Griner, right? Dennis gonna be sitting right next to her, is what she said. Dennis, I know your homeboys and stuff looking at you and your mama looking at you like this nigga whack. Right? I say, wow. She basically said, girl, even if I go bulldagging, he gonna still be there. I mean, I guess so. He's still there after Bolo. So the men come out, okay? Andy talks to all of the men, introduces, you know what I'm saying, himself to all the men, baby. Gerald is at home with the kids. He asked Shamina, where was Gerald? He said he's at home with the kids. And so Andy said, Mr. HVAC couldn't get a babysitter. And she was like, yeah, but this not his thing, girl. It ain't your thing either, girl. It ain't your thing either, girl, because you is punk puss. Okay? So then we get the Dennis. Let me tell you something. Porsha, Dennis, Drew, and Ralph are all liars. Okay? They all liars. And this is why the reunion was not good to me, because I had to make up or go with what I thought happened with this area of the show. I had to make it make sense in my mind because I don't trust nothing they say. See, Porsha got Dennis wrapped around her finger, and I feel like that he gonna say whatever he gonna say to make his baby mama proud. Okay? So Andy asked Dennis, did he talk to Porsha about working with Drew? He said, no, I talked to Ralph. Okay? He said, I talked to Ralph. I figured that Drew would talk to Porsha because that's another woman. And I talked to Ralph. Drew said that she reached out to Porsha. Porsha said, she said, can you acknowledge that I reached out to you? This is what they told on the extended version. Can you acknowledge that I reached out to you? And Porsha said, yeah, you reached out to me, girl, but you didn't really say what you wanted to talk about, right? I hate people like that. Bitch, if you got something to say to me or whatever, you ain't got to tell me on the phone. We got text messages. If you really want to talk to me, you could have sent it in a message, right? So I do believe that Drew was like, Porsha was like, girl, you were saying that you wanted to talk to me, girl, but it was about the girls. I don't know what you was talking about. I believe that Drew was texting Porsha about the girls. I think that Drew was reaching out. And if Drew really wanted Porsha's, but I'm not saying that she needed her blessing, but I'm just saying that if Drew really wanted Porsha's blessing and she really wanted to talk to her, she could have texted her and told her, girl, I'm gonna film with your baby daddy. I'm filming with your baby daddy. But see, she had ulterior motives. And so she could play that game and saying, girl, I was reaching out to you, but you never replied. But if you really wanted to get her blessing, you would have got her blessing.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
Yes, you called it. Oh, yes, every bit of it. Yes, baby. If you really want to get her blessing, baby, you would have got her blessing. You didn't. You didn't really want to talk to her about that because you would have texted. It was nothing to throw a text in. Okay. They said that is it true? Did you tell Porsha that Drew wanted to sleep with you in exchange for music? I don't believe that. Porsha said, what about the text? Ralph, I don't believe that he said, I don't believe that Dennis told Porsha that. Porsha claims that she saw it in a text and Ralph, claimed that he seen it in a text. I don't believe that. Dennis said that Ralph is his friend, and to even insinuate him sleeping with Drew is ridiculous and out of order. But are we going to sit up here and play and act like that Drew didn't insinuate something was going on with more than her and Dennis? Because she did. It was out of order for Porsha and it was out of order for Drew. It was out of order for both. What's good, Simply Sakina? It was out of order for both of them, or it may have been taken out of context. I don't believe that Drew. I don't believe that Drew did that. I don't believe that Drew. But Drew said that if it was a text, they said that it wasn't from her. Okay. But something about Ralph. Ralph looked so whack up there. Don't Ralph look whack up there? Ralph looked worried. I don't know. I think that when we first met Ralph, I don't know. Ralph don't look the same. No, Ralph don't look like he did a couple of years ago. Okay? Ralph used to be like nice looking. I don't know what's happened. Okay? Porsha, you ought to be embarrassed to have Dennis sitting behind you, girl. What Phaedra say, babe? I want my man with a clean slate. I want my man to be clean, baby. Baby, Andy asked Dennis, baby, Kelly said that you bought her a chain on the first date. So he was out here tricking. He was out here tricking on Britt. Bought her because Britt said that he bought her a diamond chain on their first date. Bought her a diamond chain. I guess Michael had more money because she went over there with Michael. And then they said that he slid into Kelly's DMs. But that is embarrassing. And Porsha, you know what they tell me about Dennis? That's a hoe. Dennis is a hoe. Got the tattoos, names all on them. And what Porsha said about the tattoos? They did not kiss them. It's like the tattoos be speaking to me. All the names, I just kiss all of them, girl. You sound silly, girl. What's good, Mims? Ralph been stress eating. Is that what it is? Porsha is a hoe too. Dennis was also dating one of the Flavor of Love girls. Child. So he said that the thing with Britt was a long time ago before Porsha, but you bought her a diamond necklace on the first date. And I'm not mad. I'm just saying. You bought her a diamond necklace on the first day? Okay. And he said, Kelly ain't telling the rest of the story, but I'm a gentleman. I say, wow. Wow. She said, what you trying to say, Dennis? Dennis, Dennis, nothing happened. It was more about business. Well, Kelly, why did you bring it up, you little hobbit? If it was all about business, that's what I don't like. Because she insinuated that he was trying to get with her when he was in her DMs. Y'all remember the first episode, right? Yeah, I licked all the tattoos. That's what she said. That's what Porsha said. I licked all the tattoos. The names on them just be speaking to her. That's what she said. And she licked them all. But my thing with Kelly is why did you make it seem like that Dennis was in your DM trying to get with you, you little hobbit? Nobody wants to be you, you little hobbit. Okay? So then they get to talking about Ralph. Ralph said the woman never came. Dennis was trying to buy love and leading with the money. Terrible. Oh my God. So he was leading with Trick, and then Porsha went over there and had a baby by him. So you know what, Porsha gonna go where the money comes. So they talk about Ralph. Ralph said the woman never came. The woman came to the house, but she never came inside. They was working on a fitness program. Okay, and he said that Drew, when the cameras are off, it's like she loves him. And he said, I don't want to be your enemy. I love you, and I want to raise our kids together. Okay. So Andy said, did you apologize about tweeting stuff about her mom? And he said he haven't apologized. He felt like that, you know, him and Drew had been married for so long that he felt like the mama should have looked out for both of them. Is Ralph's mama still living? That's the only reason why I think that he'll say some crazy ass shit like that. I understand what he's saying, but his mama must not be living for him to say something like that. That's just what I thought. His mama must not be living. Because when your child is hurting, Shamea, when your child is hurting, you're gonna take care of your child. You ain't worried about nobody else. You ain't worried about going to Miami and popping bottles, being top models. When your child is hurting, you worried about your child. There's a difference between providing for a child and raising a child. And so she was worried about her child. She didn't really give a damn about what Dennis was going through. And she worried about the grandkids too, because they ain't raised. Mm-hmm. Okay. So then we talk about Charles. Charles come out. They asked him what he thought about Angela this season. He said he thought that Angela did good. Okay. Andy say, you know, Angela was trying to be lovey-dovey on camera with you, and it seemed like you was holding back into the viewers. It seemed like that you didn't really care for her that much. She was like, look, I'm not really lovey-dovey. She know I love her and I love my kids, and I wouldn't be here if I didn't love her and them kids. Okay. Andy said that, you know, I'm surprised that a figure like you is on this show when you showing up the way that you is. He said, I'm her husband, and I'm gonna have her back through thick and thin. Okay. And so he said, what do you think about the women saying that they didn't know that you was married? Was you hiding it? He said, no, I wasn't hiding it, but I didn't know that they was married either. And he said, people say that they know him all the time. And that Shamea said that she know him. He said, I don't know Shamea. You didn't meet me. And she was like, yeah, I met you at Dominique's wedding. And he was like, no, you didn't meet me. I was there. To me, I think that Charles is wrong and Shamea is right in this sense, right? If she shook his hand and they was introduced to each other, then they met. That doesn't mean that she know him, but they met. And Charles even took a picture with Gerald, right? So, and I'm pretty sure Shamea took the picture. So they have met. Now, the thing with Charles is that he's a legend, and you know, he probably meet a lot of people all the time, right? With his profile, they meet people all the time, and they're not really important to him. But she didn't really say that she knew him. She just said that she met him. Angela said that she thought that it was a dig because she said that I knew Charles all this years, didn't know that he had a wife, so she thought that she was being shady. So Shamea is basically forgettable. In Charles' world, she is. I think so. I think in Charles' world, he is. Okay? And so Andy asks, did he remember Phaedra? And Phaedra had that ugly ass look on her face when they asked her, because he said, no, I don't remember Phaedra. Baby. And Phaedra got to trying to backpedal.
Don't backpedal now. No, what I said. Oh, no.
Phaedra said, no, what I said was I've been in several rooms with you. I have been in your presence numerous occasions. I know him and that Sheree was a couple. But the thing is, Phaedra, you made it seem more than what it was. When Charles was with Sheree, you was not a fixture in Sheree's life like that to even use that as an example. You wasn't one of Sheree's good girlfriends where if that he could call your name and say, oh yeah, I met her before. And you was using that to be nasty and shady. And you said that he had this secret wife. And the thing with you, poor Phaedra, the way that Apollo embarrassed you on this show, I'm surprised that you had the stance that you had on this show when it came to Angela. I thought that you would have been more careful. You's a nasty, nasty, nasty girl. You is nasty, and you keep on trying to hide behind your nastiness, saying this is Housewives, coming from a bitch that ran from the Married to Medicine girls. When it was, because it was just Married to Medicine when you was out at the reunion, Miss, I don't play with mean girls. You think that one day, yes, bitch, I do think that one day you was being nasty and you was being shady. I do think that you was over here being nasty and you was being shady. I do. You's a nasty girl. You's a nasty girl. Didn't she skedaddle? Yes, she did. On the private jet, though. I ain't mad at it. And so, you know, Charles was like, you know, why is this even a conversation? I'm the only husband here. And that's why you're the only husband now. Because the way Bravo and Andy treat the men on the show, they become collateral damage. They always cheating. They always gay. They always going broke. They always beating women. There's always something going on with the men on the show. That's why none of them really want to be there. And that's the culture that they set over here at Bravo. Okay? He asked when they date Sheree. To me, I thought that was disrespectful. That was disrespectful. You don't ask my husband when he date this other broad. Now, if he was there Watch What Happens Live and I wasn't there, then you ask him, but you're not gonna disrespect me in my face. This ain't what Minnie say? Bitch, this ain't Phaedra. You ain't gonna disrespect me and my husband. You ain't gonna disrespect me and my husband, I know that. Okay, but he said he dated her in like 2005, 2006, 2007. He said they was a couple for a couple of years. They was going places. They was moving, you know what I'm saying? Going to Dubai, traveling all over the world. Him and Sheree never lived together. Angela says that Sheree was one of the women that Charles was with. That when they broke up, she like me. When I break, I break. Right? She didn't really want him back no more. He didn't really want her back. Okay. Then they asked about the outside baby with Charles. He said that, you know, now remember Charles and Angela, I thought that Charles and Wendy had a good relationship because when remember when Kobe Bryant died, he died that Sunday. Charles was on the Wendy show talking about Kobe that Monday. He had came, remember that? Put a 5 in the chat if you remember. You know, I love Wendy, that's my auntie. But yeah, he was over there on the Wendy Williams show talking about Kobe Bryant that Monday. And so I thought that they was cool. And he said a couple of years ago, we had a cook-off for charity. And Charles, you need to stop going to these cook-offs. They had a cook-off for charity. And because every time it's a cook-off going on with you and Charles, baby, there's always some bullshit going on when it's a cook-off and you involved. But anyway, he said that Angela had a conversation with Wendy because her husband had a baby on her. And she told Wendy about what was going on with her baby daddy. Now, Angela, was you married with your baby daddy? Because there's a difference between your baby daddy having a baby on you and your husband having a baby on you. And I'm not just saying that marriage is just so important, but put a 3 in the chat if you understand what I'm saying, though. Because then you have your baby at 19 or 18 or 17 or 12 like Perla. Then you have that baby early. There's a difference between, you know, your baby daddy having another baby on you and your husband. Because you can't kind of halfway understand what I'm saying, Dina. Right, it hurts still the same, but it ain't the same though, because they never, you know, I don't know. It ain't the same to me. Because I feel like, see, this is the thing though, y'all, Mary Jane, baby, I'm gonna have to go look at the chat from the other week and say if it's a difference or not. Because when Kelly was saying, you know, me and Porsha, me and you not the same, y'all went up for Kelly when it was against Porsha, and they was both going through a divorce. Right? So, girl, don't come and tell me what no drug dealing baby daddy. Oh, I'm sorry, he passed away, right? Rest in peace. Don't tell me what your dearly departed baby daddy did to you, and I'm talking about my husband. Right? It's 2 different things. I've been with my husband for 10 years. You've been with your husband for 10 months. It was 2 totally different things. Right? Depends on if you like your baby daddy. Oh, Lord, not a baby mama hurt. Thank you for the super chat, Mills. He said Sheree didn't divorce Bob until 2007, so Sheree was having an affair with Charles. Oh my God. Father God today, fix it, Jesus. But Charles act like he got CTE sometimes, child. So I don't know. He said 2005, 2006, 2007, something like that. That sounds like a nigga who know that the woman was married, child. Uh-oh. Is it because the marriage is a vow, a covenant to do the right thing for sake of all others? They were separated and cheating together. Sheree got that thing. Baby Sheree was out there. Sheree was out there getting to the money. So Angela was a homie at 19, like who was a mommy at 19, like who? I believe Angela said she had that baby early on in life. Thank you for the super chat, Nick. Where she said, if you let them cheat in peace, accept the baby. That's the ultimate no-no. Cheating is a no-no for me. Okay. But what was I saying? Yeah, girl, don't come over here telling me about what your baby daddy done did. So, but I will say this though, and Auntie was sick around that time. Auntie was sick around that time. She was getting the news and stuff wrong. Auntie was sick. Once they told Auntie, girl, we're gonna extend your contract for 8 years. You can't do that to no addict. She was sick and she didn't need how the news right sometimes. She was reporting the news, it was wrong. Women was jumping off of their balconies for trying to get away from the killer. Wendy went over there and said, remember? It was a woman trying to get away from the killer. Her boyfriend was the killer, and Wendy said the woman flopped off the balcony, and Wendy said that the woman jumped off the balcony, and Wendy made this sound. Wendy had a rant up there on the girls. Remember Wendy had a rant up there on the girls? She asked about the female Valentine's Day, and there was a man in there that shook his hand, and she had that gay rant up there. Said, can we have something? I'm tired of you faggots. Y'all, the faggots already wearing our lipstick and deodorant and panties and bras and shit. Can we have one day to ourselves? Every time we look up, y'all want to be a woman. We can't even have sports to our goddamn self. I say, oh, Wendy, they gonna get you, bitch. Girl, they gonna get you, girl. And baby, I woke up the next morning, Wendy was over there sitting in her white robe over there apologizing on air. I don't mean anything by it. I didn't mean nothing. Wendy read that girl in there that day, baby. I said, girl, they gonna get you. Put a 7 in the chat if you remember. Wendy had a little rough little moment. And then remember she fell out. She claimed that she quote unquote overheated in her costume. Wendy was going through it, baby. Did she really say that, Naomi? Baby, look, put a 7 in the chat if she said, look at the 7s in the chat. I'm not lying. Yes, she did, baby. She said, baby, everybody can't be fish. Everybody can't be fish. She said everything but faggot. So I say, child, baby. Baby, Wendy was mad that day, baby. It made me think that Ariane, what's the man name that was over there that said he had both of them? Not both of them, like a man and a woman. He said that he had the both genitalias over there. But Tasha K was telling the truth. I say, John. And so then Angela said, now Angela, I wouldn't have said this, girl. Angela said that Wendy had invited Charles over there for dinner and wine. And Charles said he didn't go because she had a cat and he was allergic to cat. Remember Milo and what was Milo's twin name? Milo and wait a minute. Milo and Chit Chat. What was it? Milo and Chit Chat? I think their name was Milo and Chit Chat. Y'all know that's my auntie. What was their name? Chit Chat and Milo, right? Ray, is you being messy? This better be a typo. She say Shiloh, girl. Oh, Jesus. Chit Chat in my way. Okay, my way and Chit Chat. Okay, I was somewhere close. Okay. She had 2 cats over there. He didn't go over there, and so Angela was trying to get him to say that he wouldn't go on a date. He was like, I like wine. I would have went over there. And so he said, you would have went on a date with Wendy Williams. And he was like, I mean, I guess if you called it a date. Well, I wouldn't have said that, but I don't think I would have said that about my man. I wouldn't have told my man that. I wouldn't have told the world, especially no housewife, that my man would have got on Wendy, baby. But Wendy around that time, baby, I'm telling you, I believe it because Wendy was over there. Baby, Wendy was trying to get that pussy. Baby, Wendy was over there lying. Wendy, that's my auntie. Wendy had a bad couple of years. Wendy over there went and lied in Lisa Ray's face. Lisa Ray said, girl, we both on the market, baby. She told Lisa Ray, girl, I'm already claimed. And Lisa Ray said, girl, you claimed up. They almost brought tears in Lisa Ray's eyes. Put an 8 in the chat if you remember. She said, oh no, I'm already claimed. And Lisa Ray said, girl, already? And they clapped hands and she was like, oh yes, I'm already claimed. I don't see no 8s. Wendy told Lisa Ray, baby, I'm already claimed, baby. Then she went and had that dating show and ended up picking that white man like Garcelle. Ended up picking that white man like Candace. Ended up picking that white man out of all them niggas that was on the show. They were trying to get with Wendy. She ended up picking a white man and he broke her heart, child. Then she was over there trying to holler at Gary Owen, child, picking another white man, child. Then she tried to holler at Dion Cole on live. Dion ain't want that, child. And Dion was just being nice. She was trying to shoot her shot. Then, baby, it got so, baby. She said, no niggas want me. Let me go over here and get a bitch. She tried to holler at the Brat, baby. I say, girl. And Brat let it be known, bitch, I ain't never tried to holler at you. I say, girl. Girl, I was so embarrassed. When y'all embarrassed, girl, how much can a bitch take? Everybody was like, no, no, no. Garcella's with a CEO, a black CEO. She didn't have on no girdle either. Shamea told Porsha that Candy stinks. Child. Not if Shannon Smith. She didn't. It couldn't have stunk if she wanted to eat it till she came. Such a tragedy. Brad was serious too. Yeah, Brad was serious too. Girl, you're not about to put that on. She was lonely, good boy, but girl, she should have stayed with her man, girl. She let y'all fooled that woman and tell her making her leave that man, and baby, she done lost her mind. Leave my auntie alone. She been through enough. Then her son went over there stealing the money. Oh my God. Okay. Then they get to talking about the incident at Madison Square Garden. They said it was a strain in the marriage. I don't get the correlation. I'm not being insensitive. I'm just saying I don't get the correlation. That's an excuse to me. Charles was outside and he was cheating on Angela at that time because he wanted to be outside and cheating on Angela at that time. I don't understand how you get put out of an event or you get put out of somebody's house and all of a sudden you got to go and cheat. You want to be outside. It's giving me that they know that he was cheating on her around a certain time and they trying to blame. And Angela, I love you, mama. I'm just being honest with you. I don't get the correlation. Maybe you can explain it to me. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get the correlation. And I feel like I'm part of sound mind. And I was on the Stairmaster today turning my head and shit, but does it mean, like, I don't get it. Thank you for the super chat, man. She say, I repeat, Garcelle is with a black CEO. A black CEO. Look at the CEO of Goodwill. Look at the CEO. Mill was the CEO. Okay. And he said that he glad that Angela stayed strong and stayed with him. He said that he glad that Angela stayed strong and stayed with him. That's a job. Okay. Then Andy said, do anybody have any questions for the men? And so the resident drunk, Kelly, you little hobbit, she said, well, Ralph, I want to know what my ex-husband told you about me.
Drunk hoe?
And he said, well, he just told me the circumstances behind y'all divorce. And she said, okay, and I just wanted to say this. She said, Drew, you are blessed to have a husband and a man that is there for you and still want to co-parent with you and take care of his kids. And I say, oh, girl, Kelly, I'm sorry.
And I'm sorry. But don't think I'm not, because I'm not crying and doing all that. Don't think I'm not.
I'm sorry you're going through that, girl. I'm sorry, girl. Charge it to the game, girl. Charge it to the game, you little hobbit. Because you sure, Kelly sure make fun of everybody else's shortcomings, girl, and want somebody to feel sorry for her. I'm sorry you're going through this, girl. Okay? And then she gonna ask Charles when is the next cook-off. And he talking about whenever you want.
No!
No, Charles. She set you up. She set you up. She sent Marcus over there, nigga. She sent Marcus over there, nigga. They set you up. You ain't, baby, y'all too nice for me. Y'all letting this little hobby play in y'all face? Girl, please. If y'all don't listen, the little hobby set that up. I don't give a damn what y'all say. And I mean that.
I don't give a fuck what y'all saying. I don't give a fuck what y'all saying at all.
Okay. So then he ended up, you know, saying they little goodbyes, and he told Angela, you know, it was so funny because when I met you earlier this season, you were so amazed that you was cast. And now so many fans seen something in you and they really like you. And she said she got deep gratitude for the platform. And she said that she really loved the Vangelis and she loved the opportunity to film with her mom. But she also said this on the version when they was talking to Charles. Um, she didn't Charles didn't get a chance to talk to her mom one on one, so they didn't get a chance to have dinner and apologize. But he saw it on camera, and Angela is happy that he will always have that because Angela and her mom talked a lot, and she will always tell Charles, you know, my mama said that you know she's sorry and that she loved you, and now Charles has it on video where he can always hear that, and stuff like that always seems to happen. Thank you for the super chat, ma'am. She says, should I go to the Hobbits restaurant when I'm in ATL? Yeah, we do, y'all. And you know, I make fun of Kelly a lot, y'all, but I do. If y'all go to ATL, y'all, we do got to go to Nana's Chicken and Waffles because she got to feed the kids. She got to feed the kids. And baby daddy ain't helping. And I'm not trying to cause pity on her, but I just want to support her business. We play around and we Jones and stuff a lot of whatever, but I really do hope her business succeeds. But she can try again. And I'm so proud that she got it done in summer, y'all. Because Sheree, that trip was a piece of... Okay, and they let me know that. Okay. Then Shamea said that she prayed that she can build alliance with the other women. Shamea, she prayed that she could build alliances with the other women.
I will not. When you get out, you want somebody.
It's time for you to go. Okay. And then Porsha bring out the fans, and it's clear to me that Porsha is gonna end up forgiving Shamea because. She gonna end up forgiving Shamea because, and I know she gonna end up forgiving Shamea because when she bought out the fans, she asked her to come up with a quick dance so they can all do a dance, right? But if you was really mad at a girl, you would have came up with your own boom cat, right? That's why I'm telling you, I'm not good for reality TV. Because if we had been sitting on the couch right there, going for blows to blows like they was going to, well, of course she was going for blows. I don't know what Shamea was doing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no way I would have asked her to come up with a little boom cat. Ain't no way I would have asked her to come up with a little boom cat so we can, you know, send a reunion off. And what did Shamea do? Shamea got out. You saw it and said the same thing. Right, girl, they about to forgive each other. These girls, they weak, y'all. We weak. And what did Shamea do? Shamea all on the floor in her dress. In her quinceañera dress. She all on the floor, dipping it low and spreading it wide. I say, Charles, baby, you can't take her nowhere, y'all. But that was the episode. That was the episode. And you know, and Porsha told her to do something, and she jumped up
Hey, you place her further.
me come up with a dance. Ruff, ruff. Okay. So, but y'all, that was the episode, y'all. You know, from me for the season, I will give the season an 8. I thought that the season was good. Oh, Andy did dip it low. Andy did dip it low, baby. Andy say, I'm ready to twerk, baby. You gonna tell me to dance? Let's twerk. Okay. I did enjoy the season. It wasn't that bad. I thought it was an 8. I thought it was a good season. But I do think that if K Michelle joins the show, I may exit the show. I don't got time. I can't watch the show go down here like K Michelle. Thank you for the super chat, Miss Hollywood. She said, did you catch Shamea's apology live this morning? I caught the apology, but I didn't catch the live. I wish I would give Shamea a view. Apologize, and we standing on business. Apologize. We standing on business. And I could see it. She had apologized to Porsha. She said, I apologize to all the girls. Girl, bye. Danielle said the show is already downhill. Beyonce his back K Michelle. She backs her because she backed her for country music. She didn't back her for no Real Housewives of Atlanta. She didn't back her for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And yet, and still, and I love Beyonce down, but Beyonce don't tell me what to do. Beyonce don't tell me what to do. Okay? But y'all, that was the episode. And you know, listen, I don't know, but I will be reviewing Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I'm gonna try to see if we can start doing it live since Atlanta is off the air. But y'all, that's all I got for right now. I'm so sad because this is the end of another season. But we can go live and do Hot Topics on Monday now, right? But y'all, thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate the love and support. And I will see y'all later. Adios.
Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it. Call daddy, tell him 25 got it.